Hello! I'm driving my truck in the Snain. If you don't know what Snain is, that is rain and snow. And it's dropping temperature. It's been in the 50s and 60s. It is now 35 degrees. So we're about to get some weather. It is Saturday. I'm off and I got to spend the day with my family. I got to see my niece's first basketball game, and I've never been into sports just because I haven't been raised around it, but it was a nail biter. Oh my gosh. So the game ended, I think 20 or 22 to 30. She didn't win, but they had scored 20 points before they even got their first point. And you could tell the team that they played, they knew each other. They'd been playing basketball together. And her team, they just found out what a basketball was. They haven't been raised playing basketball, I don't think. And my niece even said it. She's like, yeah, they're crazy on that other team. But anyway, they brought it out of the gutter and got, I think it was 20 or 22 to 30. And I was so proud of them. They worked really hard for it. They did a good job. And an incident happened this morning. So, for those that don't know about dogs, you definitely have a pecking order. The dogs need to know who's in charge. And with my puppy, I've already had that incident. She growled and snarled and snapped and bit me. Very lightly, but she bit me, and I knuckled her down. I put her throat to the ground, and she got smacked, and she hasn't done it again. And so, but the problem is, dogs, for some reason, they behave a little different with male versus female. And so she's fine with me, but she's still timid around males because she lives with me. She doesn't live with a male. And so my brother, he actually had the same problem with my first dog, Daisy. She growled at him, snapped, and he was like, no, that's not going to fly. And she bit him. It's the only time she's ever bit anybody. And he knuckled her down. And now they're besties. And she respects my brother and sees him as the quintessential alpha dog. But anyway, my puppy did it and nipped him in the face. He got his face up by hers, and she nipped him. And so she learned a very scary lesson today. She got so scared she pooped, and rightfully so, because we were pretty forceful with her. But anyway, so that happened, which is I hated. Both my dogs got trained with my brother, and both of them nipped him. Well, first Daisy actually chomped down on him, and I actually asked him if I needed to put my dog down because it was a legitimate. She tore him up. He needed stitches, really, and he didn't get them. So he was kind enough to see past that. And Daisy is, if you've ever met her, she's one of the sweetest, docile, accepting little dogs. She'll come up to anybody. She's not easily swayed or feared or scary over things, noises, people. She's a wonderful dog. But that might be because of some of her disposition, but also because I've trained her around loud noises, loud places, crowds, and also my brother. She was abused, I think, before I got her. But my brother spent time with her and wouldn't allow her to dominate. She's an alpha dog. And so anyway, that happened today, and my RV park is completely covered in water. Thank goodness I have a truck because it's halfway up the tires in the entryway to get in of water, just dirty water. I'm up on essentially a mound of dirt, but the water could come up if it doesn't freeze, it could definitely come up and make it sloppy. The ground got soft and has thrown my stabilizers off. I don't even think some of them are touching because I walk through and I hear things jingling, which means the trailer is shaking. It's not stable. So I'm gonna have to, once it stops raining and snowing, get out there and in the mud and muck and try to stabilize it. So I don't know if I said it or not, but I'm actually writing a little bit of a book. I'm writing a couple books. I love to write. I've never gotten anything published, obviously. I've never had anything put to print, but this one I'm gonna for sure. I really mean it. And it's about living nomadically and how that works, and all of that, and how to pick out a rig, and what are the downfalls, and what's the maintenance look like, and all this stuff. Well, I had it 50% done, 50% done, and I threw it away on accident in Africa. So I have to start from scratch. So I'll be doing that in the next couple months, writing that stuff, because I really believe I need to make a go of it. Everyone asks me so many questions and want to know how to live nomadically and how to pick a rig, which rig's perfect for me, from tent all the way up to RV. People always want to know. And I have a pretty good handle on how to live nomadically. And I also have a good handle on maintenance that needs to be done on a camper, pitfalls, amenities that you don't want that, that often break, how to troubleshoot, annual upkeep, monthly upkeep, weekly upkeep. So I'll keep you posted on that if something comes out, but that's kind of what's going on with me. I hope your Saturday is treating you well. I'm going to try to post this today, and it's just a kind of a FYI. This is how my life's going right now. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.